किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now we are entering the last section of the first chapter, and it is Purvokta Avidya Upasamhar. Whatever we have studied so far is related to the relative world. And unless we are clear about what is the relative world, we will not be able to transcend it, although very much living in the relative world. The sadhana is not to give up everything and go somewhere else. What we are doing, we are trying to change the place to know the truth. Or we are waiting for a right time to come, then know the truth. Or we are trying to put some efforts soon to know the truth. So these three things are keeping us very much entangled in the relative world. Therefore, यदेतद् अविद्या विषयत्वेन प्रस्तुतं साध्य साधन लक्षणम व्याकृतम जगत. Whatever we have seen so far, the manifest world, sadhya sadhana rupa, wherein you are putting some efforts, do this, do that, and achieve it. So, vyakrutam lakshanam pranatma prapti utkarshavat api phalam. And when we are achieving this, what will happen? We will go to the highest, meaning what? All the siddhis will come to us. And that place is called as Hiranyagarbha. See? The Hiranyagarbha is the cause and this world is the effect. So when we are leading our life with the lot of effort so that we can achieve what we want to achieve and what we do not have now. See? This point which I told you a number of times from our Yoga Vasishta, not Yoga Vasishta, from the Tripura Rahasya. When Hemaleka told Hemachud, look here, what do you get by closing your eyes and sitting quiet? That you miss when you open your eyes and start getting involved in the world. What do you miss? See? Therefore, sadhya sadhana lakshana. Till such time I had to do sadhana so that I can get something. We are in samsara. How important it is, my dear friends. Wherever we are putting efforts, we are going the wrong way. This is the rule. Wherever we put efforts, if you have to put efforts in reading, then something is wrong with your eyes. If we have to put efforts in listening, then something wrong with our ears. If we are unable to understand what we are reading, there is something wrong with our head. See? If there is something, if we are putting efforts in breathing, then something wrong with our chest. See? Therefore, sadhya sadhana lakshanam vyakrutam jagat. So wherever there are efforts involved, we are in the samsara. Very clear understanding. And when you do this thing, what will you achieve? Pranatma prapti atyanta utkarshavat api phalam. So earlier I was not able to remember anything, but now I have done sadhana, yoga. There are people who are giving you these techniques. How to increase the memory? What will you do by remembering the thing? Better to forget. See? But then we do that. See? So we are seeking something as a result of our efforts. And the truth is not the result of effort. Truth is. So whether we know or we do not know, we are divine. Whether we want or we don't want, we are divine. Take this principle and see the joy of life. सा च एतस्य व्याकरणात् प्राक् अवस्था अव्याकृत शब्दवाच्या वृक्ष बीजवत् सर्वम एतत्. Therefore, we started this vidya etasya, this jagat rupi vishay, object. So, which is the cause of this world is bija rupasya. Vriksha bija what is the cause of the seed of this relative world. So, unmanifest and manifest. So, unmanifest is the world and manifest is also the world. So, in this manner, we have been talking about it. Now, continuing further. Now, how we have to reach the absolute? So, Trayam, we yesterday we have seen this. Trayam va idam nama rupa karma tesham namna vagiti etat esha muktamataha hi sarvani namani uttishtanti. So, these three things, name, form and karma. See, this is the world. Name, words, form, shapes, karma, the efforts, activities. This is all the samsara is. In deep sleep, no name, no form, no karma, no samsara. In the waking and the dream, yes, there is name, there is form, there is karma, there is samsara. See. So, this name, form and karma, these are adding specialities to the substratum. So, first we are taking the name. See, tesham, among these three, namnam vag iti etat esham uktam. So, for all the names, the speech is the cause. Ataha hi sarvani namani uttishtanti. Because it is from here only all the names come out. Etesham samahi etadhi sarvaihi namavihi. Therefore, speech is the cause or the Brahman for all the names. See? Samam etesham brahma tadhi. And this speech is common, samam, for all the names, all the languages. Therefore, brahmahi etad. This is the Brahman for all the names in the world. Sarvani namani bivarti. And it is the speech only which is sustaining all the names. See? Now about this I told you yesterday, the sadhana, our Mahamantra, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, देखो forms, सुनो names. See forms, formless cannot be seen. See forms, listen names, and mat bolo, don't react. So what will happen? Name and the form, they will go back to the organ of speech and organ of listening. And both of them go back to the mind. So, the mind, if it stops reacting, whatever is seen, no comments. Whatever is heard, no comments. See? How simple it is. Therefore, the Brahma of the speech, Brahma of all the names in the speech. This is how. So, speech is common. Kasam samanya avishesha bhava iti. There is no visheshta, there is no speciality. See? एतर शब्द सामान्य मेषाम नाम विशेषाणाम सामहा. Therefore, for all the special names, speech is the common, and therefore this is the Atma or the Brahman. Up to here we have seen. Now we come to the next. Rupa samanyam atha rupanam chakshuhu iti etat esham uktham atah hi sarvani rupani uttishtanti esham etadesham samai tadhi sarvaihi rupaihi samam etam esham brahma tadhi sarvani rupani bivarti. So, for all the forms, chakshuhu iti etat. So, vision or the eyes are the cause because of which all the forms are seen. Doesn't matter what form it is. Therefore, sarvani rupani uttishtanti. All the forms are born out of the vision. All these now names are born out of the speech. See? Therefore, I was telling you in simple terms to practice this. Yesterday I told you, this is the first time I am reading this Upanishad. But when we have decided, discussed earlier, see, names and forms, they are superimposed on the substratum. Speciality in the form is colors and forms, round, square, etc. Speciality in the sound, shabda, is English, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. But it is the vak, speech is the same. The same speech speaks English. The same speech bolti hai Hindi. Same speech. Okay. If one doesn't have the speech, then no words. In the same manner, whether it is the red color or a blue color, both of them are seen only by the eyes. Therefore, the conclusion is, eyes are the cause, colors and forms are the effect. Speech is the cause, all the names are the effect. And the cause is manifest as effect. So effects are nothing but the cause manifest. See how important it is. So where are all the colors and forms? They are in colorless, formless vision. Where are all the languages of the world? All the names and languages, they are in the speech. See? There are many great Mahatmas, Siddha Mahatmas. The other day I was reading something somewhere. So, that Mahatma is to speak to everybody in their mother tongue, whatever that person may be from any part of the world. He will talk to them in their language. See? So, no interpreter is required because he is abiding in the non-specific words, that is the speech. In this manner, atharupanam chakshu atha iti etadesha mukta. Uktam means the cause. Therefore, samai vai tat sarvai rupehi samam etesham tad brahma iti. Therefore, The speech is the Brahman for all the words, and the eyes are the Brahman for all the forms and colors. See. So we have seen Nama and Rupa, name and form. Now we come to the karma. Atha karmanam atma iti etat esham uktamatah. He sarvani karmani uttishtati tadetesham samay tadhi sarvaihi karmavihi samam etat esham brahma tadhi sarvani karmani vivarti tadetat trayam sat ekam ayam atma ekah san etat trayam tadetat mrutam satyam ane satyena channa pranaha va amrutam nam rupe cha satyam tabhyam e pranaschannaha. Now, this is a very beautiful mantra. Now, the body, atha karmanam atma, here atma means body. Atha karmanam atma iti etat. All the activities are done by the body. If you go to Bhagavad Gita, अधिष्ठानम तथा कर्ता करणम च पृथक विदन विविधा च पृथक चेष्टा दैवम चैवात्र पंचमम शरीर वांग मनोर्भि यत् कर्म प्रारभते नरः न्याय्यम वा विपरीतम वा पंचैते तस्य हेतवः. So all the activities are done by the body. The body is the instrument. Walking, holding, throwing, creating, washing, destroying. Every activity is done by the body. Therefore, sarvani karmani, all the activities are born out of the body. So, karmana mesha iti ukta. Therefore, body is the cause of the karma. And therefore, you do sat karma, you get similar type of body. You do dushkarma, you get similar type of body. See? When we see some people are born with some deformities or whatever, it is not by accident. According to the law of karma, as you sow, so is the fruit. So you can harvest. Therefore, the body is the Atma of the all activities. Because all the activities, karma are born out of this thing. Therefore, this body is the common denominator. Therefore, body is only an instrument. Body doesn't do good or bad. Eyes do not call the colors and forms good or bad. The ears do not call sounds as good or bad. See, there is no aham yet born. Therefore, the body is the common denominator, and therefore it is the Brahman of all the activities. See? Because the body alone sustains all the activities. See? And all these three, see, karmani vivarti. Tadetat trayam sat ekam ayam atma. Atma ekaha. See? So all these three are supported by a common denominator. See? Meaning what? Unless there is a knower of colors and form, only eyes and the colors and forms will not know. There has to be a knower. This is another very important principle to understand. Knowledge can be born only if there is a knower. And after the birth of the knowledge, knower is not necessary. It is remaining as an impression on the mind. See? Otherwise, what will happen if knower is not required? Then two chairs are next to each other, and on one chair some Mahatma comes and sits, on other chair some rogue comes and sits. Then they will say, no, I don't want to, I will get away. You cannot, you are inert. Therefore, sad ekam ayam atma ekaha. Therefore, although these three, that means the name, form, and name, nama, rupa, and the karma, although they are three, see, but all of them are possible if there is one common denominator, Atma. See? Therefore, this reality, tadetatrayam, tad etad amrutam satyena channam. Now be here. Here, amrutam is Paramatma, the Brahman, the reality. Satya is the manifest. So, amrutam unmanifest. Satyam manifest. See? Amrutam is cause. And Satyam is the effect. See? So, by the effects, the cause is covered. See? So, by the name, form, and the body, the truth is hidden. Satyena channam pranaha va amrutam nama rupe. Satyam tabhyam ayam pranachannaha. Therefore, although this reality, the truth is supporting all the three, yet these three are as if covering the truth. See? How important it is. Therefore, this life is expressing as the speech, the vision, and the activity. And these three things are covering the life, and the life is covering the truth. And therefore we get lost into Jada Chetana, sentient and non-sentient. This is how we have to clearly understand. Therefore, up to a particular the truth is to be revealed like this. Now come to this complete first chapter. See? First the Atma came to know Aham Brahmasmi. That means we all know we are divine, we are Brahman. But then, so kamayata, why I am getting bored alone? Then jaya me syat, let me have a wife. See, let me have a son, let me have wealth. And thus, the Brahman is slowly expanding into the relative world through the virus, desire or kama. See? Like corona is destroying the world, similarly, this kama and corona at the same time, they are destroying our peace within. And therefore, the whole world is constantly struggling to get something and to hide something and protect something. So if we have to summarize our life, activity-wise and attainment-wise, the activity-wise, what is our life? Balastavat krida saktah tarunastavat taruni raktah vruddhastavat chinta saktah parame brahmani kopi na saktah. This is activity-wise our life. Childhood goes in playing, youth in playing, and old age in worrying. Nobody thinks about something higher. This is activity-wise our total life. See? And what is attained by us throughout our activity of life? Only two things. Yoga kshemam. I don't have that, I should get it. Whatever I have, it should be protected. So these two things together is the samsara. See? And therefore, if we want to get out of the samsara, what is required is that this yoga kshemam has to be discarded. And it can be discarded if we disappear. Yoga kshema, who wants? I want. Now who are you? Find out. In this manner, we slowly get out of the relative world and come to discover that really we have got nothing in our life. In dream, so many things have come and gone. Where are they? In the same manner, all the achievements of the waking are valid only during waking. See? Now with this, we have concluded the first chapter. Now we enter the second chapter. Atma iti eva upasita. तद अन्वेषणे च सर्वम अन्विष्टम स्यात्. So, when we are seeking the absolute, the truth, which will include everything. See? Tad anveshanena, by the inquiry into the absolute, Atma iti eva upasita. Now the self is, see, Atma eva iti, the truth alone is, Atma is. In this manner, not the one that I am man, I am woman, I am rich, I am poor, I am miserable. No, 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 no. I am upasita. Now this I has to be recognized is attributeless I. In this manner it has to be recognized. Tad anveshane sarvam anvishtam sat. Then everything is known. See? Ekasya vijnanena sarvam vijnatam bhavati. Mundakopanishad, in beginning only this question comes. Kasminnu bhagavo vijnati sarvavidam vijnatam bhavati iti. Tagam hovacha dve vidde veditave parachaiva paracha tatra apara Rugveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakaranam, Jyotisham, Chandam, Niruktam iti. So these four Vedas and the Shad Vedangas, they fall in the purview of the Apara Vidya. And Paravidya, Yaya Tat Aksharam Adhigamyate. Paravidya, the real spiritual practice is you come to discover your essential nature. Adhigama means come to know. You know who you are. That is the Paravidya. And by this Paravidya, everything becomes known. See. Now here we have to understand very clearly that if I know the gold, I will come to know all the golden ornaments. How it is possible? See, because we have not understood in the Shastriya language. That means a person who knows the gold, then he will know all the possible ornaments that can be made out of this. So for him, it doesn't have to go. If he has to make the wedding ring, he wants a separate type of gold. If he has to make a divorce ring, he wants a separate type of gold. No. So knowing the gold, all the possible ornaments are known by the goldsmith. In the same manner. Having known which, everything is known. What is everything? Dvaita. And what is that knowledge? Knower-known duality is an appearance on the substratum which is never divided but appears to be divided because of the upadhi. So with the upadhi of name and the form, it is the samsara. With the upadhi of the panchakoshas and doership, karma is the samsara, jiva. And with the upadhi of the Maya is the Ishvara. This understanding is the foundation of the real spiritual practice. Tadeva cha atma tattvam sarvasmat prayatvat anveshtavyam. So this atma, having known which everything becomes known, tad anvishtam, that has to be inquired into. Atmanam eva avedam aham brahmasmi. Now we have said in the fourth subchapter that the Brahman came to know Atmanam eva avedam aham brahmasmi. The Brahman come to know itself that aham brahmasmi means other than me there is nothing. It is like the space came to know I am space. Then all the contents of the space will have zero value. When I know I am the vision, then I will not be influenced by the colors and forms. See? Slowly these things go deep in our understanding. It doesn't happen overnight. Sarvasmat priyatvat anveshtavyam. because the self is the dearer than all for all of us. We have seen that earlier, that the putra is not dear for the sake of the putra, the son is not dear for the sake of the son, the wife is not dear for the sake of the wife, but atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Everything is dear for ourselves. Therefore, sarvasmat preyasa preyastvat anveshtavyam. Therefore, it is to be inquired. Atmanam eva aham veda aham brahmasmi ityatma itti atma tattvam ekam vidya vishayah. Therefore, to know this one without a second absolute reality is the area of knowledge, vidya vishayah. Yatu Bheda Drishti Vishaya, and where we are talking about the duality or otherness, sa anyo asau anyaha aham asmiti, na sa Veda avidya Vishaya. And he who is talking about Bheda Drishti, the known difference, the Triputi is real, the friends, enemies are true. When we are just talking about the Dvaita and the Dvandva as real, that is the avidya Vishaya. So we want only happiness and we want to reject the miseries. But both of them are supported by me only. So when dukkhechu anudvignamana sukhechu vigadaspurha, when by the miseries I don't become miserable and by the comforts I don't become attached, then I have discovered the truth. Because now Bheda Drishti Vishaya gone. Now we are not differentiating as good or bad. Yes, it is. Now, what is the logic behind taking that, red color is good and yellow color is bad? No logic. See? Therefore, the Dvandva and the Dvaita is the samsara, avidya vishaya. Ekadha anudrashtavyam. See? The truth should be known as one, not many. Eka chintanat nashametyada. See? Words are many, sound is one. Indriyas are many, mind is one. Thoughts are many, knower of the thought is one. The knower is manifest, unmanifest, therefore many, but the life is one. The life is there or not there, but Shuddha Chaitanya, Chinmaya Satta is ever present. This is what we are. Ekadha eva anudrashtavyam. Mrityoho sa mrityum apnoti ya iha naneva pashyati. He who is seeing the duality, he is subject to birth and death again and again. Childhood has gone, died. Teenage has come, birth. Teenage has gone, death. Middle age has come, birth. Middle age has gone, death. Old age has come, birth. Old age will also go, death. You are the same. So when we associate ourselves with Upadhi, Panchakoshas, body and Jiva Bhava, then this will continue, nobody can help us. Ityadibihi pravibhakto vidya avidya vishayu sarvopanishatsu. In this manner, in all the Upanishad, the areas of ignorance and knowledge, avidya and vidya are distinctly explained. Itivam adibihi pravibhakto, they are separated distinctly. Vidya avidya vishayo. What is the field of vidya and what is the field of avidya? Like just now I told you from the mantra of this Mandukya Upanishad, very distinctly it is said there. Apara vidya is what? The four Vedas. Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda. Because they talk about various kinds of upasana, karma, yagya, so that you can get something higher. Then you get the Indra Pada, then Varuna, Agni, Swarga, all these things. So you are आकाश से टपके खजूर पे लटके. You continue to remain in the relative world. And to remain in the relative world is the samsara. See, whether you are a citizen and suffer or you are a prime minister and suffer, the story is the same. Therefore, these are the two areas. The Vidya refers to the absolute and Avidya refers to the relative. Such a Vyakhyatāh Avidya Vishayah Sarve Eva Dviprakarah. Now, so far we have studied the Avidya Vishayah. The first chapter was talking only about Avidya. You do this thing, do that thing, you will get this, you will get that, you will go up to the stage of the Hiranyagarbha, then everything will be under your control. Yes, you have attained that. So, such a Vyakhyata Avidya Vishayah Sarva Eva Dviprakarah Antaprana Upashtambho Ko Gurasya Iva Stambadi Lakshana Prakasham Prakashakaha Amritaha. See? Now it was explained, the samsara was explained in two ways. Earlier it was with reference to the life in the body. See? So the samsara begins where from? From us. I am body, I am prana, I am panchakoshas, I am jiva, I am miserable, I am successful. This is one part was explained. This is the avidya vishaya. Then the various kinds of कहाँ गया अंत prana, and then ant prana, the inner part is upashtambo gurasya eva stambadi lakshana. Like for the house there are pillars, prakashakaha amritaha, and it is the illuminator, bahyascha karya lakshana or aprakashakaha, and the external one is like the inert, which is not able to know anything. Upajana apaya dharma dharma kanasturana kusha mritika samaha. So like for the maintaining the house, there is some external thing like the grass, etc. So it is covered. In this manner, gurasya iva satya shabda vachya martyaha tena amrita shabda vachya prana channa iti cha upasamritam. And therefore, this external thing is satya, it is manifest or effect, and it was these external things, they are covering the prana, the life. In this manner, it was explained. See? Now this prana is further explained, is expanded in different ways. See? Prana eko deva uchyate. So the life itself is expanding differently. So intellect, then the mind, then the sense organs, all these are the expansion of the same prana. So prana eko devaha iti uchyate tasaiva bahya pindaha ekaha. And for this prana, the external body is one. So Virat Vaishwandara Atma Purusha Prajapati ko हिरण्यगर्भः इत्यादिभिः पिंड प्रधान ही शब्द ही आख्यायते सूर्यादि प्रविभक्त कर्णः. Now this external is indicated at the two levels, samashti and vyashti. So Virat is the samashti and Atma explaining to the totality is the Vaishwanara, and the Atma Purushavidaha is like the Purusha, he is the Prajapati, and Hiranyagarbha. By this way, this Pinda Pradhana hi Shabda hi Akhyayate. So, with reference to the gross, the Prajapati as well as the Jiva, they are explained in this manner. Ekam cha anekam cha Brahma etavadeva. In this manner, the Brahman is indicated as one and which has become many. Nataha paramasti. Other than this, there is nothing more to be. Pratyekam cha shariram, sharira vedeshu parisamaptam cha. Parisamaptam chetanavat kartru bhoktru cha. And therefore, beyond this, there is nothing. The same one Brahman is the reality and nothing else. And therefore, with reference to every different body, whatever is indicated is the sentient, chetanavan, chetanavat kartru. And therefore, the enjoyer and the sufferer. In this manner, he who is able to understand the Atma with reference to the body, he thinks that he knows the Atma really, but he has not understood. See? So, such a person was one Gargya. He is now indicated as the speaker. And then he goes to the Ajatashatru, who is really established in the Absolute, and then through this story, the truth is indicated so that we are able to remember and practice this knowledge in our own life. See? So, Durvidneya Syat Atyanta Sukshmatvad Vastunaha. See? एवं ही यतः पूर्व पक्ष सिद्धांत ख्यायिका रूपेण समर्प्यमाणः अर्थः श्रोतुः चित्तस्य वशवेति विपर्ये च तर्क शास्त्रवत् केवलार्थ अनुगम वाक्यैः समर्प्यमाणः दुर्विज्ञेयः स्यात् अत्यंत सूक्ष्मत्वात् वस्तुनः. Now we are being told some story, and the reason is through the story, when something is told, we are able to remember it in a better way than only the principles. See? Like if we are told the principle, then you should be a good seeker. Now what is a good seeker? Who is a good seeker? Keep on writing pages after pages. But then out of so many we forget. Then we want some kind of a formula. Water H2O. See? The sulfuric acid H2SO4. We want some formula to remember everything. In the same manner, who is an ideal seeker? What sadhana we should do? Formula Nachiket. So whether Nachiket has gone to the Yamaraj and all that, that is secondary. Primary purpose of the first chapter of the first Valli of Kathopanishad is to make us understand, unless we are like Nachiket, the truth will not be revealed to us. This is the purpose. And therefore, various Akhyayika means something is told so that we are able to get proper, perfect communication. Don't go into the historical things. This is what, many people don't understand, and they keep on talking about, oh, this is all useless. No. This is the only way we can indicate. See? So, Kevala Artha Anugama Vakya hi Samarpyamano Durvidneyaha. If you are only translating it into the English, into your local language and try to understand this is the truth, then it is Durvidneyaha. It will not be correctly understood. Syan Atyanta Sukshmatvad Vastuna. Because the truth is extremely subtle and it cannot be objectively known. Tathacha Katake Shravanayapi Bahubhi Yonalabhyaha. In Kathopanishad, this mantra comes. Then Ashcharyo Vakta Kushalusya Labdha. Ashcharyo Jnata Kushala Anushishta. There also it comes. The truth is so subtle that if somebody is talking about the truth, it is a world, a world of surprise. And if somebody is able to understand, it is another world of surprise. Because the truth can never be spoken of, never be understood. So, Shravanayapi Bhovi Yonalabhya. And many of us even do not have heard anything like Brahman or Paramatma. See, now all of you who are hearing, I am not using the word listening. How many of us have ever even thought in this line that there is nothing like Jiva, there is no last life, there is no next life, there is no sin, there is no merit, there is no going to hell and heaven. You are the ultimate truth. Therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then how to leave Karnataka? See? And how to do Karnataka? Perfectly. How perfectly? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Then what is life? Life is a time pass. We have not heard about it. We are struggling. Wherever there is a struggle, we are going the wrong way. See, my friends, दुर्विज्ञेय स्यात् अत्यंत सूक्ष्मत्वाद् वस्तुना तथा च काटके श्रवणायापि बहुभी यो न लभ्य इत्यादि वाक्यैः सुसंस्कृत देवबुद्धि गम्यत्वं सामान्य मात्र बुद्धि अवगम्यत्वं च सप्रपंचम प्रदर्शितम. By this, what is mentioned is susanskrita deva buddhi gamyam. This truth can be known only by a cultured, dedicated, trained and subtle intellect, not the objective one. What is the objective intellect and the subjective intellect? Objective intellect is lost in cause and effect, and they are called as intellectuals. Subjective intellect is that which is taking us beyond cause and effect, which is taking us beyond the relativity, which is taking us beyond the dvandva, the complementary opposites. That is the subtle intellect. This is called here Deva Buddhi. That Buddhi which takes us to the Deva, Deva Buddhitvam. Gamya, Samanya Matra Buddhi Avagamyam. But if we have got ordinary intellect, meaning what to understand in our language, the Buddhi which is required for success in the material world is different from the Buddhi which is required for scaling the spiritual attainment. Different. Both are Buddhi. The sharpness required for cutting a tree and the sharpness required for shaving. Both are sharpness, but they are of different quality. See, friends. Therefore, many of us get lost. Like this Garge, we will see his story. He was lost only in this. And therefore, it is said, the Prapancham Darshitam, Acharyavan Purusha Veda. In the Upanishad it comes that Acharyavan, a person who is instructed by the Acharya, Acharyavan Purusha Veda. Acharya means what? Tad Vijnanatham Gurumeva Abhigachet Samit Panihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru is Acharya. See? Now, what is the difference between the Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru and the other Guru? What is the difference? The difference is very conspicuous. Be very attentive. In case of the Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru is, he will not impose on you anything. He will give you sufficient knowledge with the authority of the scriptures. Shrotriya he is. He is not telling because I am telling you no. He is telling this is the authority of the scriptures. So according to the authority of the scriptures, it has to be like this. Therefore, Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya Satya Buddhyavadarana. But if we do not, I don't believe in the Upanishad, then there is no point. Then you go to somewhere else. See? And such people are more who are unable to study the scriptures, those who have never opened any book on Upanishad, and they are only busy going to the temple and getting the desire fulfilled and do some puja and break a coconut. That is all that they can think of. Cannot go beyond it. See? So, such people are going to such Mahatmas wherein they are not taught anything. then they are do this puja, do this dana, see, observe, fast. No logic, no reason, no nothing. And then one more, go to the Siddha Mahatmas. Siddha Mahatmas do not teach you by words. They teach you through action. See? Understand this very basic difference. You see, you must be reading also the various stories of great Mahatmas. Like the Shirdi Sai Baba story. When one of his devotee wanted to study Jnaneshwari. So he thought, unless I am given by the master, I will not study, because he has given to others. Why he is not giving me? See? And therefore a situation is created. And that old man was scolded left and right, insulted, disgusted. And after that whole tension, everything was over, then again he was called and told, if you want to study, why don't you ask me directly? Why are you going by the wrong way? See? Now such events make the experience very firm. See? Like you are listening. Now all that we are listening, everything is not comprehended. But when we are listening every day, sometime something clicks. This clicking at due time is done by Acharyavan Purusho Veda. And something is made to click is done by the Siddha Mahatmas. They will create suddenly something. Suppose something is impossible and all our medication, everything has failed. We go to the Mahatmas and they will be giving you, like Sai Baba give you some udi, some ash, and you are taken care of. Then immediately you are oriented, you are dedicated, devoted. But there also there is no inquiry, who am I? See how important it is. Therefore first Acharyavan Purusho Veda, thereafter go to Siddha Mahatmas. So the final touch to know the truth is attained by surrendering to Siddha Mahatmas. So these are the two stages. So here it is said, Acharyavan Purusho Veda, Acharya Deva Vidya. So without the teacher, Acharya means what? He who is practicing what he is talking. See? What is the Acharya is teaching? Na karmana na prajaya adhane na tyage naike amritattva manasho parena nakam nitam guhayam vibrajate yadyatayo vishanti. He is teaching, preaching this. But is he practicing in his life? Tyage naike amritattva manasho, and keep on collecting. How important it is. Therefore, Acharya Deva Vidya iti cha Chandogye. This is what I said in the Chandogya Upanishad. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattva darshana. In the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, also it is said, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattva darshana. The Jnani Purushas, they tell about the truth. When you approach them in a proper manner, so the Jnani Purushas are the Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Iha picha Shakalya Yagyavalkya Samvadena Ati Gauvaratvam Mahata Sarambena Brahmano Vakshati Tasmat Shishtam Eva Akhyayika Rupena Purva Paksha Siddhanta Rupama Padya Vastu Samarpanartham Arambha. Now in this Upanishad itself, Ihapi, in this Upanishad itself, Shakalya Yagyavalkya Samvedena Ati Gauvaratvam Mahata Samvarena Brahmano Vakshati. In this Upanishad itself, Shakalya and Yagyavalkya, their discussions about the Brahma Tattva is told, but it is extremely deep and extremely difficult. See? And therefore, through the story Akhyayika, it is said. So the Akhyayika is a question is raised and it is answered. A question is raised, it is answered. In this manner, to bring us back to our divine nature, this next chapter, that is the second chapter, started, because in this chapter now we are talking about the absolute reality, and in the last chapter we talked about the relative experiences. See? Now continue further introduction. आचार्य विधि उपदेशार्थश्च एवं आचारवतः कर्तृ श्रोतृ आख्यायिकानुगतः अर्थः अवगम्यते. Now here the important thing, how do we approach the teacher, the acharya, the achara vidhi, how do we approach the acharya to get the instruction? And in this manner it is told that the a person of the right conduct is the speech or speaker or the teacher, and similarly the student with the right conduct is the listener. This is the main topic which is indicated through this story. See? Kevala tarka buddhi nishedhartha acha akhyayika. And also, only by logic you cannot know the truth. And for telling this story is being created and told. Naisha tarkena matirapanaya na tarka shastra dagdhaya iti smriti shritibhyam. Therefore, in Kathopanishad it is said, Naisha tarkena matirapaneya. Esha mati tarkena na apaniya. This kind of buddhi, subtle buddhi, deva buddhi, the introvert understanding, the subjective contemplation is not possible by logic. Logic takes us away from ourselves. Logic is not the way to know the truth. But surrender of the intellect for something higher is the only way. See, na shastra dagdhaya. The one who is burnt because of this logic, he can never know the truth. Shraddha cha brahma vidyane parama sadhanam iti akhyayika arthaha. Similarly, for knowing the truth, brahma vidyane shraddha eva parama sadhanam. Shraddha is the ultimate means, and this is also to be indicated, and therefore shraddhavan labate jnanam tatparaha sayyate indriyaha. See, tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. This is only shraddha. Yatha hi gargya shastra shatravoti eva shraddha luta drishyate akhyayikaya. See? So, in this story of Garge and Ajata Shatru, in this story, Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam, this particular principle is told. And therefore, this Garga approaches the Ajata Shatru, the king, Janaka, and then the story begins. Om Drupta Bala Kiha Anuchano Gargya Asaha Sahovacha Ajata Shatrum Kashyam Brahmate Bravaniti Sahovacha Ajata Shatruhu Sahasrameetasyam Vachi Dadmo Janako Janaka iti vai jana dhavantiti. Now this mantra and understanding of this will start tomorrow in a fresh way. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.